Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel where we explore the unexplained. Today we're diving deep into one of the most enduring mysteries of our time, UFOs. Are they real? Is there credible evidence? Let's find out. For decades, unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, have been dismissed as science fiction, hoaxes, or simple misidentifications. But things are changing. Even the United States government is now taking them seriously, rebranding them as Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena, or UAPs. This isn't just about little green men anymore. It's about national security and our fundamental understanding of the world. So what's the evidence? Let's start with the most compelling kind. Official military encounters. You've probably heard of the Tic Tac video. In 2004, pilots from the USS Nimitz carrier strike group encountered an object off the coast of San Diego. It was a smooth, white, oblong shape about 40 feet long, with no wings, no rotors, and no visible propulsion system. Commander David Fravor, a highly experienced Navy pilot, described its movements as physics-defying. It hovered, made erratic, instantaneous accelerations, and disappeared at incredible speeds. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse. It was tracked on advanced radar systems and witnessed by multiple trained observers. Then there's the gimbal video from 2015. In this footage, you can hear Navy pilots exclaiming in disbelief as they track a strange object rotating against the wind. One pilot says, "Look at that thing, dude," as it appears to spin. Another remarks, "There's a whole fleet of them." These are not easily spooked individuals. They are professionals whose job is to identify airborne threats. Their genuine shock and confusion are palpable. These videos, released by the Pentagon itself, change the conversation completely. They represent a tiny fraction of the hundreds of UAP incidents reported by military personnel. The 2021 report from the Office of the Director of National Intelligence analyzed 144 incidents. They could only explain one of them. The rest remain a mystery, characterized by unusual flight characteristics, including extreme speed, maneuverability, and the ability to operate without any discernible means of propulsion. But military sightings are just one piece of the puzzle. Let's talk about physical evidence. One of the most famous cases is the Roswell incident of 1947. While it's often sensationalized, the core story involves the recovery of unusual debris from a ranch in New Mexico. Initially, the military announced they had recovered a flying disc. They quickly retracted that statement, claiming it was a weather balloon. However, many first-hand witnesses, including military officers, maintained for the rest of their lives that the material they handled was otherworldly. Lightweight, incredibly strong, and seemingly indestructible. Some described metallic fragments that could be crumpled up, but would immediately return to their original shape without any creases. While we can't go back in time, the sheer number of credible witnesses who stuck to their stories is significant. Let's fast forward to the Rendlesham Forest incident in the UK, often called Britain's Roswell. In December 1980, U.S. Air Force personnel stationed at RAF Woodbridge witnessed strange lights descending into the nearby forest. A security patrol went to investigate and reported encountering a metallic, triangular craft. Deputy Base Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Charles Halt, even recorded an audio log as he and his team investigated the following night. They found indentations on the ground, damage to trees, and elevated radiation levels at the landing site. Halt and his men also witnessed strange lights in the sky performing incredible maneuvers. Again, we have multiple trained military witnesses, physical traces, and official documentation. Beyond specific cases, there's a pattern in the data. Many UFO sightings occur near sensitive military installations, particularly nuclear facilities. From Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana in 1967 to more recent incidents, there are numerous accounts from retired Air Force officers who claim that UFOs hovered over their nuclear missile silos, sometimes even deactivating the missiles. Captain Robert Salas is one of the most vocal witnesses. He was on duty during the Malmstrom incident and has testified that 10 of his nuclear missiles became inoperable as a strange red glowing orb hovered overhead. The implications are staggering. If true, it suggests an intelligence that is monitoring, and perhaps even has control over our most powerful weapons. Now let's address the skeptics. The common explanations are weather balloons, secret military drones, atmospheric phenomena, or simple misidentification of conventional aircraft. And yes, many sightings can be explained this way. A distant airplane's landing lights can look strange. A satellite like Starlink can be mistaken for a fleet of UFOs. Venus, the morning star, is notoriously one of the most commonly misidentified objects. However, these explanations fall short when we look at the best evidence. The pilots who encountered the Tic-Tac know what a weather balloon looks like. The advanced radar systems on a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier can differentiate between a bird and a hypersonic drone. The key characteristics reported in the most credible UAP cases: transmedium travel, moving seamlessly from air to water, instantaneous acceleration, and no visible propulsion, are beyond any known publicly acknowledged technology. So where does that leave us? We have a phenomenon witnessed by the most reliable observers on the planet, tracked by our most advanced technology, leaving behind physical traces and demonstrating capabilities that we can't explain. The U.S. government is no longer denying the reality of these objects. They're actively investigating them. This isn't about proving that aliens are visiting Earth. The U in UFO stands for unidentified. The truth is, we don't know what they are. They could be advanced drones from another country, a natural phenomenon we don't yet understand, or something else entirely. But the possibility that they are evidence of non-human intelligence cannot and should not be dismissed out of hand. The stigma surrounding this topic is lifting, and that's the most important development. For too long, pilots, officials, and everyday citizens were afraid to report what they saw for fear of ridicule. Now, with a formal reporting process in place, more data is being collected than ever before. This is a scientific problem that requires a scientific approach. The evidence is compelling, and the mystery is real. It's a puzzle that involves physics, engineering, national security, and potentially our place in the universe. The journey to understanding UAPs is just beginning, and it promises to be one of the most exciting scientific endeavors of the 21st century. What we once called UFOs are now a recognized reality, and the search for answers is officially on. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. What do you think? Are we alone? Or is there something more going on in our skies? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mysteries with us, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.